Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Have and to Roll. I'm Daft Prodigy, joined, as always, by my beautiful husband, Rain Zero. You're listening to Session 82, Runes and Riddles. This week, the cover of night contend with the sudden appearance of the Red Mantis Assassins, and continue to scour the Acropolis of the Thrallkeepers for hidden secrets. This session features sound effects from Syrinscape, and music from Michael Ghelfi Audio. Details in the description. But now, let's get back to encouraging the remaining Red Mantis Assassins to answer our questions on Curse of the Crimson Throne.
Hello, beautiful
Hello, beautiful husband.
and welcome back
To
Curse of the Crimson Throne. Curse of the Crimson Throne. What happened last time on Curse of the Crimson Throne?
Well, Unia had a bad trip. They did get the Thrallkeepers mark after having some, well, we'll say a truly life-changing, purpose-questioning experience in the little chamber at the north end of the basement of this little mini dungeon we're in, which is the Acropolis of the Thrallkeepers.
Yes.
They got that, and Damien got this door open where we found the remains of some folks who tried to escape the tentacle monster that's in here, and died even though they were sealed in. So we're not sure what happened there. If they killed each other or died, no, they had a bottle of air. I don't know what happened to them. But they died mysteriously. But they were Thessalonians. They were
douchebags.
Yeah, they were rich douchebags. We don't really give a shit. And Lenore almost got killed by 4 Red Mantis Assassins who came down, hypnotized her while everyone else was busy with all of their stuff. Although they failed at coup de gracing her, did jump her. We had a bit of a fight with Krojan Eats What He Kills because we brought the Red Mantis here, or they followed us here. We didn't bring them here intentionally. And he went and got the Thrallkeepers mark and then stormed out. And so we have 2 Red Mantis Assassins still alive, unconscious. Well, one of them's unconscious, the other is conscious. Truth Speaker Akram has cast Zone of Truth, and Unia is healing up Lenore while she is trying to ask the assassin why they're here.
Where would you like to start?
So first, I would like to have Unia roll another heal check to see if they can heal up Lenore some more, because Lenore got really hurt.
Yeah.
Lenore was
Lenore got fucked up.
inches from death. That's a 12 on die for a total of 31, which heals Lenore 57 points of damage. I did the math wrong before. I said 56. Actually heals Lenore another 57 points of damage, which is actually just enough to get her up to full HP.
Nice.
So
back to full.
So while Lenore is talking, they are sort of doing like a lay on hands, sort of channel positive energy thing, because this is a conduit feat. So their hands are glowing as they wrap up Lenore's wounds and sort of make sure Lenore's ribs are bandaged, and all of the copious stab wounds have been stitched shut and cleaned and bandaged over. And Lenore is gazing absolutely murderously at this Red Mantis assassin, who thus far, has not seemed willing to talk.
Yeah, and the Red Mantis Assassin just kind of glares back at you.
Hey, truth speaker?
Yes.
Would you happen to have, like,
Sorry, let me clarify. You are still accompanied by Truth Speaker Akram from the Lyroon Qua. He's a guy who has made such a dedication to speaking only the truth that like he literally can't say anything that isn't true.
He's kind of an asshole, but we love him.
He's kind of an asshole. He's a wiry old man with balding on top. He wears sort of mix between Shawanti and Corvosan clothing.
Yeah.
And he's a Desmond.
Yes.
Anyway, sorry. So, yes, you speak to Truth Speaker Akram.
Yes.
What do you say?
Do you happen to have, like, a spell that lets you read people's minds? Because I don't think this guy's gonna talk. And I'd prefer to, like, get some information out of him before we just, like, kill him. I mean, we could try to do Speak with Dead if you think that's a better idea.
I'm more proficient at detecting lies than I am at reading minds.
God.
I'm good at telling when people are lying to me, but I can't exactly make them speak.
Yeah, okay. God, that makes me wish Kester were here.
Speaking of, just in case there's any confusion, I totally saw Unia go into the thing and come back out with the Thrallkeepers mark.
Excellent. My head still hurts.
Speaking of which, do any of the rest of you want to get the Thrallkeepers mark?
Ooh, yes, actually,
After
that
Unia
seems...
sort of like told you what happened to them?
Yeah. Ophelia and Damien can go off to do that while I'm talking. So, Lenore goes, God, I never thought I'd actually wish this, but I wish Kester were here. And looks to see if the Red Mantis reacts at all to the name Kester.
Give me a sense motive.
All right. Unia would also like to do that because they're right here. And Lenore's historically not great at sense motive. But that is a 19 for Lenore. A natural 1 for Unia. They do help though, because they have a plus 10 to sense motive. So that's a 21. Do we see? Yes. Do we see any reaction?
It doesn't seem like there's any reaction.
Okay.
Just continues sort of with this death stare at you.
So, what's that thing? That thing you tried to do that you turn into mist and it dissolves your entire body, so we can't do Speak with Dead on you. I guess you can't do that anymore, can you?
It's vital that we do not allow ourselves to be captured when we cannot control our own tongues.
Oh man, this is really embarrassing for you, isn't it?
No.
Oh, I bet this is fucking humiliating. Look at you. You're all tied up on the floor. You can't even dissolve your own body.
Give me like an intimidate, I think.
Yeah.
Just sort of heckling him. It's not to make him afraid, but to make him mad, kind of.
22.
As I said, when we cannot control our own tongues.
Yeah?
As a servant of a Chekek, I am bound to hold the secret which motivated me to come here.
Oh, there's a secret? A secret motivated you to come here. Oh, what's the secret? I promise I won't tell anybody.
He just stares at you.
Look, we're in a zone of truth. Could I lie to you?
No. Unless you succeeded at the will save.
Well, I did not succeed on the will save, rolling bluff. That's a 23. I'm sorry, a 22.
He sort of like grins at you. I am not some back alley cut purse. You will not get what you want from me.
Don't be like that. Look, what if you tell us what we want to know and then I let you go and you can go off and live some life that doesn't involve trying to come and kill people who are way above your pay grade and then getting your ass kicked.
You are not above my pay grade.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know if I should be flattered or insulted by that because here you sit. Just one wrong word away from death.
He
Who paid you, though?
A mantis cannot reveal their benefactor. It is forbidden.
Somebody sent you here, and somebody thought that you would be strong enough to kill us. Or at least strong enough to send back some nice information with that scrying sensor?
As you say, with that scrying sensor, you do detect a slight change in posture, as if he didn't expect that you would have noticed that.
Yeah, we
Give you a little bit of information about the character. You're looking at probably a human male, probably about like 22 years old or 23 or something. He's dressed in the Red Mantis armor. You've taken off his helmet, messy helmet hair, and sweat running down the side of his head. You can see it looks like he's had kind of a rough journey here. But it doesn't seem to have affected his morale at all.
Lenore taps her eyes. See, I've got see invisibility up. That's why your whole, distracty trick almost worked on me.
Yes.
But it didn't.
We know.
But it didn't quite. How about this? You tell us what we want to know, and then we let you go, and you tell everybody else that you managed to distract me and escaped with your life.
That wouldn't work very well for me.
Oh? You could even tell them you killed me. I think they'd believe you. I was pretty damn hurt when the scrying sensor went away. It would only take, another couple rounds of you doing your little swishy dance thing with your swords, and I'd be dead.
Listen, talk all you like. I am honor bound to either end this mission with your death or my own.
What happens if you can't do either of those things?
Glares at you a little bit more, narrows his eyes. One or the other will happen.
What's your name? You're not any older than Ophelia or Damien, really. How'd you even get into this?
I serve a Chekek.
Yeah, but you're coming to kill a bunch of, highly trained adventurers here in a place that you didn't really know existed until recently, and then you had to trek all the way across the wasteland, and
Yes.
you made your way here, and then we kicked your asses. That sounds like a bum deal for you.
You want to give me another intimidate as you're basically just sort of trying to egg him on to get him to confess something?
Yeah.
'Cause I believe this is within the realm of what you can do with intimidate.
Okay, that's a
Basically, you coerce somebody into acting the way you want them to.
That's a 20. I'm not rolling great. I can have Unia try to help because they're standing right here.
What'd you get?
They do not help. A 20?
20.
Would Trinia be able to help by glaring from across the room?
Yeah, let's say Trinia is probably involved in this conversation. It's just hard for me to roleplay an enemy and an ally at the same time.
Understandable. Trinia's like giving him the stink eye.
Yeah, or else. Oh, actually, Trinia just while you're doing that, just cuts in and just sort of very carefully runs around, walks around the guy's back, running a hand across his shoulders very gently, almost suggestively. And she just goes, yeah, it must be really embarrassing for such a powerful assassin to fail. Somebody might think that you're not really cut out for this job. That you're not worthy of, what did you call it? Achikek? Something? He goes,
Adjective.
It's a Chekek. He who walks in blood. My loyalty has been bought for a price far greater than the value of my own life. And I will return with one of your heads, or I will not return at all.
What if we let you run away and they presume you're dead?
I would never run. You would have to kill me.
Oh, that's sad. See, if we kill you, then we can ask your corpse a bunch of questions. You know, you don't have control over your tongue, the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, you could just answer some of the questions we want to know with your own volition, and then we'll let you go.
I mean, and Trinia just looks at you and goes, look. Lenore, I think that this guy, I don't think we're going to get anything out of him. She pulls out a dagger and puts it to his throat. I think we should just kill him. Look, he probably doesn't know anything anyway. He's just a lackey.
You know, you have a good point. I'm sure whoever cast that scrying spell wasn't him.
Oh, yeah. That's probably the important one.
Yeah.
The one that we want.
Damn. Already dead. Sad.
And he goes... And he just go, and you just hear him go, you would be no match for Coriantu. She would tear you apart.
Coriantu.
And you see him as he realizes what he said, he catches himself. And
oopsie. Who's Coriantu, buddy?
And with that, he actually lunges forward, cutting his own throat with Trinia's dagger.
Oh, shit!
He's going to fall unconscious. So he's now bleeding out. She goes... Trinia looks actually quite shocked by that. Did I, heal him?
Yeah, I mean, probably, yeah.
She, and you see her just take her hands and put them over his neck, and you see this glowing light come out of her hands, and the wound starts to knit back together as golden energy swirls around him.
Nice try.
You'll get nothing more from me.
Okay. We can drop you off at the closest piece of scrub brush. And you can try to find your own way out of here. Or you could, come with us, tell these fine folks, represented by Truth Speaker Akram here, exactly why they shouldn't kill you. Or why they should. You could tell them why they should kill you. And maybe they'll do it.
Play your games all you like. You will never break a Red Mantis Assassin.
I'm sure that's what Coriantu told you.
And it does actually become quite apparent that you're probably not going to get anything more out of this guy.
Yeah.
He's a fucking well-trained assassin.
Yeah.
Standing up to you guys is well within his wheelhouse.
Lenore will turn around, kill the other guy, keep this guy. Well, we can drag along one body with us.
Trinia just goes, oh,
Unia kills the other guy.
Okay. Wow, you guys did that really fucking fast. That was fucking cold, Lenore.
This is not the first time we've had to deal with these guys. It's not going to be the last. They almost killed me up here, Trinia.
Okay, but why don't you just turn them over to somebody else? You can, give more information or something.
These folks, they are really highly trained. This guy who says he's not going to break, he means it. If you give them to another authority, they either escape and kill everybody who's been guarding them, or they find a way to take their own life in prison. He's not bullshitting. That's how it goes. And for every one of them that escapes, 5 more come to try to kill us. We've already had a diplomatic incident here because these guys showed up.
Yeah. She you see her look at the column of light that leads back up to the higher surface, and she goes, yeah, I guess you're right.
I don't like just killing people either. I wouldn't do it if it weren't essential to us continuing to...
I don't know, it's just, it seems different to me, these guys they're prisoners. They're not fighting now.
We have a friend. He's a child. Have you ever met Kester?
No, I don't know who that is.
Folks like this try to kill him all the time. There's a guy, he's a Hell Knight. He tries to kill us or kill innocents so that he can get to this kid. That's the kind of people we're dealing with here. People who want to capture and enslave a child who has prophetic visions so that they can figure out what's going on with all of this shit that's going on. Instead of just dealing with it themselves, they want to hurt people to do it.
Okay. And Trinia just goes, okay,
I wish we didn't have to kill anybody. I wish we could just take people prisoner. But I can't go across 4 days of untracked wilderness with 2 Red Mantis Assassins. I might be able to do one.
Okay, so we take this one.
Yes.
Maybe we give him to the... what if we were to give him to the people, the Sklarqua?
We could do that.
Maybe that would make them feel better?
I don't know. Maybe they could ask him questions, or they could try.
Or at least, let them know that we're looking out for them, I guess.
Yeah, no, we could definitely do that.
Ophelia and Damien, both give me a series of will saves while this conversation was going on.
Okay. Let's have Ophelia go first.
Let me see. How long was that conversation? That conversation was... well, fuck, like 20 minutes. So,
all right.
I need will saves until either you decide you want to stop doing this, or you decide you want to... So actually, let me describe what happens for you guys.
Okay.
So, having heard the story of like what Unia saw in it, Damien and Ophelia, you guys are going to the globe?
Yep.
Now, Damien, you'll probably have an interest in this as it's more like an academic thing.
Yes.
What you see is a globe with a map of Galarian on it. One of the notable things about it being that the land masses are slightly differently shaped. Like the Avestan extends further out into the sea. You can see a body of land in the center of the ocean.
Oh, this is before Earthfall. I just rolled a natural 20 on my geography check.
Additionally, one of the things that you'll notice is the globe itself appears to be held in place by 3 metal rods.
Oh, that's weird. But they're like floating.
Mm-hmm.
How is it doing that?
Can I cast Detect Magic and make a spellcraft check?
Oh, they're definitely magic. There, you get an aura of moderate transmutation coming from them.
Okay.
They just look like flat iron bars with a little button on them.
Oh, okay. That is 34.
Yes, you identify the 19th level spell on it. No, you identify that these 3 bars are immovable rods.
Oh.
Yes.
Damien.
And that the globe itself actually also emanates, let me see, I believe it's divination magic. Let me double check this.
If they weren't currently holding up an artifact that we don't really know what it does, those immovable rods would be worth a lot of money. And might be useful to take back. I wonder if there's a way I can get it to balance on 2.
And yeah, basically they're forming like a little triangle that the globe is kind of sitting in. Additionally, the globe itself is giving off a divination aura, a strong divination aura.
Ooh.
You deduce that it seems to be some kind of magic item, and that in order to use it, you would put a hand on it, and basically when you put a hand on it, you'll enter it. Once you're in it, if you want to get out of it, you just concentrate on this location and it'll get you out.
Okay. Damien turns to Ophelia.
If I'm not out of there in like 10 minutes, Tell my brother I love him.
Oh my god, Damien, calm down. Unia got out just fine.
Okay.
And Damien touches the orb.
And as soon as you touch the orb, you are inundated with visions of like, what are you looking for in here?
Like, what is this thing? Why was it put here?
You see,
what does it do?
You see images of orbs. You see kids playing marbles. You see just pearls in an oyster. You see a giant holding aloft an orb. You see
A wizard pondering his orb.
Yeah, a wizard pondering his orb. All of that, you see just all these images flashing of orbs. You see the orrery in the other room. You see an orrery in a classroom.
Oh my god, stop!
And it's just nonsense. Just everything. Orb.
Okay.
Make a will save.
28.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't like you can feel the stress like on your head, but it's not like giving you like a full on headache yet. It's like you've stepped into the monolith in 2001.
Wait, no, you gave Unia answers. What happened?
And you see math questions. You see a teacher rapping on a board and looking very angry. You see somebody in an interrogation room slamming their hands on a table in front of a prisoner. And it's just random stuff.
Are you broken?
Give me another will save.
Oh, that's an 18 again. 28.
Yeah, you're fine. You gather you studied the aura already,
Yeah.
so you gather this is not what this thing is supposed to do. It's definitely not working.
Can you give me the Thrallkeepers mark at least?
You see a stone plinth sort of fall out of the sky and land in front of you, and sort of topple over to the side, but there is a Thrallkeeper symbol on the top.
Damien will put his left hand down on it.
Putting your left hand down. As you raise your left hand, you can see images of monsters being called forth.
Yes, that one's fine. That one's fine.
And you put your hand on the mark, and you feel this searing
No, that's terrible.
pain as the mark transfers to your hand. There is now a 7-pointed star on your hand.
Awesome. I want to get out of here.
Right, and so, are you focusing on the?
Yes.
Okay.
The room. I'm focusing
You
on the
are
room.
in the room again. Ophelia is standing there.
Well, that was fast.
Back in the black stone interior. Very lofty, empty room.
What's wrong?
I don't know. It's broken. I don't know why it worked for Unia, but it's broken. Don't ask that thing any questions. It will, like, blow your brain apart.
Maybe I shouldn't get a Thrallkeeper's mark.
No, you should get a Thrallkeepers mark. Just ask it for the Thrallkeepers mark and don't ask it anything else. Otherwise, you'll end up like Krojan. I mean, I was fine, but and I mean, I'm sure you'd be fine if you hurried.
My will save's not that much worse than yours.
Good lord. Amazing. All right, so Ophelia's getting in?
Yes.
Okay. So you put your hand to the orb.
Hello.
And suddenly you're sucked into the orb. And what are you looking for?
Damien said that you're broken.
You see an hourglass falling to the floor. You see a construct laying in pieces across crafter's workspace. You see a broken clock that happens to be right at the time that you're looking at it.
Is there a way we can fix you?
You see somebody smacking something with a hammer. You see somebody using sovereign glue to try to put something back together. You see somebody buffing out the scratches on a piece of stone. You see somebody taking a knife to a blacksmith.
Are you intelligent? Are you a person?
You see just people, like just various images of people constantly flashing, people sitting, people walking around, people going to the bathroom.
People on the streets.
People on the streets.
Sorry.
Shout out to Queen.
Are you just repeating everything I say?
And then you just hear repeating everything I say, repeating everything I say, repeating everything I say. Just give me a will save.
That's a 17. Or no, not a 17. Sorry. A 15.
You're fine.
Okay.
It's pretty confusing stuff, but you're still able to keep your head.
God, that's terrible. Can I have the Thrallkeepers mark, please?
A stone plinth just rocks up from the floor and sort of wobbles on the spot like it's on a spring. Like out of a jack-in-the-box.
And Ophelia will put up her hands.
Left hand is summon monster, and right hand is dismissal.
Ophelia's going to try to put both hands on the Thrallkeepers mark.
Which hand is on the bottom? Or are they like next to each other?
Yeah, like next to each other.
It doesn't do anything.
Ah, damn it. Okay.
It feels warm.
Thought that might work. Okay.
Let me just roll. We'll roll 11 or higher, right hand, 10 or lower, left hand. A 9, left hand.
Well, Damien did this one, so I guess I'll do it too.
Okay. So you put your left hand on? It sears the image into your hand.
You told me it was gonna hurt.
There is one. There's a Thrallkeeper mark.
Okay. Can I get out of here, please?
You're on the floor now.
God, that was fast. You didn't tell me it was gonna hurt. Sorry. I thought Unia said it was gonna hurt. Yeah, but I wasn't paying attention when they were talking.
Oh, amazing. All right. Truth Speaker Akram is in the room with you. And he's like, the others have not made much progress talking to the assassin.
I imagine not. He is an assassin after all.
Show me your hands.
Oh, hi.
Ophelia puts up both of her hands.
You have both received the mark.
That's right. Yep. Do you want it?
No.
Unia said it helps will saves.
No. I am merely here to observe.
Okay. I would like to remind you, though, that you said that you are subject to illusions, and this would help you be less subject to illusions. That would enable you to better be able to tell the truth about what happened.
From the story that Unia told, it also would be an interruption of my consciousness.
Fair point.
I will not take the mark.
Do you sleep ever?
Yes,
That's an interruption of your consciousness.
but it's voluntary.
This would also be voluntary.
No.
Okay, fine. If you fall prey to an illusion later, because you don't have the Thrallkeepers mark, I want you to make sure you include that in your story.
It will be clear that I have not taken the Thrallkeeper's mark. It is not on my hand. Or on this one.
God damn it!
Here. There you go.
Hey, Lenore. Trinia.
Oh, do we have to do it too?
I mean, if you want to. Lenore, it might help you if any more Red Mantis come and try to hypnotize you.
Oh, yeah. That was almost really bad. I would have felt so stupid if I'd have woken up in the River of Souls because, like, those guys killed me because I was busy distracted by their, like, shiny dance moves. They're really good dance moves, to be fair. And Lenora's sort of just, like, muttering to herself.
Macarena.
Here, let me go with her.
Incredible.
Hey, Trinia?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
She looks around, she's like, there's not really a lot of rooms to talk in. I'll talk to you about it later.
Okay, do you want to get the Thrallkeepers mark?
Yeah, I guess it's probably a good idea, right?
Yeah.
Should probably get it on my hand.
Yeah, one of them, like the dismissal or the summoning. I don't remember which one's which. There's a lot going on in there.
I'll figure it out.
Okay, well...
and to avoid just continuously doing the same thing, Lenore and Trinia are able to get it probably quickly since Damien's told them how it works.
Yes. Lenore will also get the summoning mark.
Let me roll a will save for Trinia.
Oh, I should roll a will save for Lenore, too. Oh, that is a 15 on die, so I think she's fine. Yeah, that's a 23.
So Trinia's sort of like, once she gets back out and she has the Thrallkeeper mark, she's like, it's really a shame that these things all seem like functional. Because she looks at Damien, she's like, those are pretty valuable,
Yeah.
What if we just take one?
I mean, would we be able to get it to balance on
Sure.
two? Like, it's... The
It's
thing
got
is, like,
two immovable rods, right? That's probably enough to do it.
this thing's broken as shit. Like, and it belonged to a bunch of jerks who aren't even alive anymore. I feel like we could take at least one if we, like, get it to balance on two.
Yeah, do you want to, like,
Lenore's like, I'm washing my hands of this. You guys can fuck with that. I'm getting out of here.
How do you think we would get it, like, balanced?
Well, I mean, if we lay the other two, so with an immovable rod, you can press the buttons and they'll move. So if we could get the other two moved underneath it and, like, lay them flat so that it's resting on them, like, it's not going to be as stable, but it's already broken. Although it is a place that these
knowledge engineering.
It is a place that these folks come and visit from time to time as, like, an important ceremonial thing, and maybe we shouldn't fuck with it. But let's see if it. Let's see.
That's an 18 on knowledge engineering.
Yeah, looking at this thing, it's fucking huge. If you were to move any of these rods, it's probably going to tip over, and it's way heavier than what any of you would be able to, like, control.
Yeah.
Like, even Lenore probably couldn't prop this thing up.
Plus, if we try to hold on to it, I think we just pop inside it, which is not.
Okay. One of the cool things that I wanted to do with, like, going to these ruins and stuff is, I always hear you go into dungeons and you get treasure and then you're, like, rich beyond your wildest dreams.
Do you want one of the bottles? We have a decanter of endless water and a bottle of air here. Those are pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Do you like spicy food?
Damien holds up the sustaining spoon.
Maybe there's more stuff, like, just normal stuff, not like this, like, we can just take.
Yeah, there are a couple of rooms we haven't looked at yet upstairs. We kind of ran down here really fast.
Do you think the thing's gone?
I mean, possibly.
And so what are you guys doing with the Red Mantis that you have?
We're going to hog tie him, and Lenore's going to carry him.
Mm-hmm.
We could.
If we put him hog-tied. He's over Lenore's shoulder.
Yeah, if we put him in the bag of holding, he's not going to come out to breathe, and then we'll have a dead Red Mantis in our bag of holding.
Mm-hmm. All right. So what are you guys doing then?
Okay, so Damien needs a little bit of healing. Uni is going to use their Wand of Cure Serious, which is 3d8 plus 5? 20 points, which is exactly what Damien needed. So Damien is almost up to full. He's at 85 out of 86. And that is more than sufficient. And we will gently float back upstairs, I think.
Yep,
how are our 10-minute per level buffs looking?
They're probably down at this point.
Okay. So I'll take off heroism and see invisibility for Lenore.
You guys have now spent I think about 30 minutes down here in the
yes,
lower chamber. Actually, you probably spent about an hour down here.
Yeah. Actually, I think I might have Lenore cast see invisibility again, but she won't cast heroism again.
Okay. See invisibility back up.
Yep.
Right. Just step into the thing?
Yep.
All right, you step into the column of light, and you immediately just begin floating up gently.
Lenore starts giggling a little bit in spite of herself. What it tickles.
And head up. It is quiet again up here.
Okay. Well, keep in mind what Krojan said about how it doesn't seem as interested in or can't quite get to you if you stick to the galleries. And I kind of want to explore the stuff to the right that we never got to up here on the top floor.
Gotcha.
So I'll get everybody in marching order here. We'll have Lenore in front,
right.
Then Ophelia, and then Speaker Akram, Unia, Trinia, and Damien.
Yeah, pretty similar situation. You have a stone door leading out of this room, and
Press a
you
button?
press the 7-pointed star
Yes.
in the center.
Yes.
Which is like 2 feet across, basically. And it sinks into the stone and then silently raises.
Yeah.
And then you have a corridor exposed.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You should actually be able to see the corridor.
Yes, I can. And we will move into it quietly. Not, I don't know how stealthily we can move with a body carried on Lenore's back, but we will move quietly.
Okay. And you press the next symbol.
Yep.
The gallery here, the writings on the walls seem to be talking a lot about various conjuration experiments that they performed here. They seem to be indicating varying degrees of monsters summoned here, seeing if they could use if they could basically find ways to keep summoned creatures around longer,
And this is
bind them to more and more elaborate tasks.
and Unia recognizes this as something that they saw when they were touching the orb.
Look, can you read Thessalonian?
Oh, no, but Damien would be reading it, I
Okay,
guess.
yes.
He's sort of muttering.
In this area, you find there's a long collapsed tunnel that sort of starts collapsing about 15 feet down and is pretty clearly all rubble the further down you get. There's similarly another one to the north like that.
Damn.
But there is one room off to the side.
This place got fucked up. As we slowly, carefully move in marching order. And we will come to these double doors
Right.
that are to the sort of on the rightmost end of the upstairs map here, or sort of the easternmost end of the Acropolis.
In this room, the walls are decorated with 6 life-sized bas-relief carvings that depict a diverse collection of priests, each adorned in billowing robes covered in Thessalonian runes. Sorry. An intricate scripture winds around the carvings, coiling across them and along the walls like immensely long tangles of ribbons. Several ancient skeletons, some clad in hide armor or clutching Shawanti weapons, lie scattered around the statue's base.
Lenore's gonna make a perception check to see if she sees, like, I don't know, a trap or something that might have resulted in the death of these folks. That is a 22 for Lenore, and then Ophelia's also right there, so I'll have her roll too. That's an 18 for Ophelia, so 24?
24, yeah, you don't see any, like, traps here.
Okay, Ophelia's gonna turn back and whisper to Damien, Damien, there's some stuff in Thessalonian on the walls. There's also some skeletons in here, so be careful. Damien will come forward and walk into the room and see if he can read what is on the...
Sure. The relief is a little bit damaged, so if you want to give me a DC... Oh, sorry, I don't tell you the DC. If you want to give me a linguistics check.
Yes, I will do that. Let's Daniel Jackson the shit out of this.
Yes.
That is a 23.
Yeah, you're not entirely sure. Like the pieces are like kind of broken in places, and it seems to be some sort of what you can read seems to be some sort of code. That you can't quite figure out what they're saying. There's pieces missing and stuff like that.
Would I be able
Doesn't really
to
make sense.
Because it seems relatively quiet, would Damien be able to take a little bit of time and see if he can figure out what is
I mean,
missing?
Damien totally just would sort of like look back at the group and say,
I need to take 20.
Yeah, this is. I think I can figure it out. I just need more time.
Yeah, I think this is pretty important if you'll give me just a little bit of time.
Okay.
And I don't know, maybe watch out to make sure that there's no monsters.
And while that's going on, Truth Speaker Akram is just sort of watching you study the runes. Trinia, after about 5 minutes, Trinia seems kind of bored with the whole thing. Okay, yeah, Ophelia, you want to, like...
Yeah. Ophelia will sort of gesture down the northern side of the corridor, and go over towards where the rubble is sort of collapsed, and gesture to Trinia to come over.
Yeah. Also, beyond like your footfalls on the stone and Damien's frantic scribblings as he tries to translate things, this place is like fucking dead silent at this point.
Okay, Trinia, what's up? What's wrong?
I don't know. It's just when we were interrogating the Red Mantis, they just killed the other one.
Oh.
He was, I don't know, it just feels wrong to me, just killing them.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
I get it when we're fighting them, obviously.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah, I mean, it's... and I'm sorry. You haven't been out here as long? Those guys definitely would have teamed up to try to kill us if we'd have taken them both. Did Lenore seem okay? Like, she's not usually cold like that.
She, I think she was like, getting into the, interrogation stuff a bit. I don't know if she like thought it was like a power move or something.
Oh.
But no, I was kind of worried.
Oh.
She did seem a little bit, actually, did Lenore seem rattled?
Yeah, Lenore got to 9 hit points in that fight. I think Lenore was definitely rattled.
Mm-hmm. She seemed really upset. I mean, beyond just somebody who's been like stabbed a bunch of times. She mentioned a kid, Kester.
Oh.
I think that seemed like kind of a sore spot for her.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you guys told me like a little bit, but I never met him, so I don't know what the deal is.
Kester's really important to her. We sort of met him while she was, getting over the death of her husband.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And I think she, transferred some, family feelings over onto Kester. I feel like she might think that Kester's kind of like the kid that she could have had with Edgar but never had the chance to have. And I mean, now Edgar's back, but I kind of get that impression. And so she's really protective of him. And I feel like Lenore, she's got a lot of feelings. And there are some times when she makes decisions that are based on buttons of hers that get pressed. And I think maybe she was rattled by more than just the getting close to dying sort of thing. This isn't the first time we've had people just randomly show up and try to kill us because they've been following us because they want something from us. And,
I get it.
But, I mean, I'll keep an eye on her.
Okay.
We've all been through a lot.
Yeah.
And I know that she and Unia have been fighting recently, and
oh yeah, because of
the Shawanti stuff.
Yeah.
And then the Eridan stuff, and it's all just we're good at keeping the peace, right? People like us.
Good.
We're nice.
We'll hold them all together, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wrangle them.
And we can make sure that they go to their separate corners, and we'll make sure Lenore, I don't know, gets a puppy to hug or something. Thank you.
She sort of sits in the hallway here, back up against the wall, knees pulled close to her chest.
Is that everything though? You still seem kind of ill at ease.
I don't know. It's I don't know. It's not as. I read adventure books when I was a kid, so I sort of get the idea. You go, you fight monsters, but when we're out here, it's actually a lot more serious than that.
Yeah, sometimes it's really dangerous, and sometimes it's really boring. And the dangerous and the boring parts sometimes
come one right after the other, and it's kind of whiplashy.
Okay, so I know Damien was like, don't take anything from the secret tomb or whatever, but like this is fucking Thessalonian shit. It's
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
do you think I saw some pretty cool stuff. And she actually reaches into a bag and she goes, I kind of grabbed one of these before we left.
Oh, okay. You did grab it from a place that looked like cursed, though, right?
It was just from one of the statues.
Were there any like angry faces or don't take this under penalty of being cursed forever sort of things around it?
I don't think so.
Okay. It's probably
she's got like a couple gems that you would recognize as being from the statue to the north. And then she goes, and check this out, adventurer time. I got a magic weapon.
And
she reaches further into her bag and pulls out like a whip. Like,
whoa, what's that?
It's a whip. It was on the statue by the elevator thingy.
Okay, I mean, like those aren't important to the stuff that the people who come here do. They're just stuff that like rich old people had, and they're all dead.
And they're all fucking dead, and they've been dead since what, Earthfall?
So long ago.
So it's like no big deal, right?
I'm sure it's fine.
I think after all this, I just need to take like a little break. And she puts the whip away, and she goes, "Do you want to just sit with me, like for a while?"
Yeah.
I had a really bad headache.
Oh, I'm so sorry, hon.
It's fine.
What happened?
I don't know. It's just stress, I think.
I'm gonna try to make a heal check.
Yeah.
That is that's a 17.
You don't see anything like physically wrong with her.
You didn't bump your head or something, did you?
Could be a lot of things causing a headache. Could be just stress or tension.
Are you dehydrated? Do you need water?
Maybe that's it.
It's really dry here.
Give her the decanter of endless water.
Yeah.
You know me. I am pretty thirsty. Anyway. Damien, as you've been studying this, so despite the fact that a lot of the text is missing, you are able to sort of like piece together bits and pieces here and sort of like refer back to some of the carvings on other walls to be like, okay, this sentence could have been continued here. And what you get is that there's some kind of warning on this.
Ooh.
There is a warning. A lot of the runes on here, it would be like if something had radiation symbol, hazardous waste. It seems to be that this inscription is a long, very detailed warning about some kind of dangerous thing.
Watch out for giant tentacle monster. Oh, I already knew that. Thank you, room.
Yeah, and it basically what it seems to be saying is that there are a number of experiments in the Acropolis beyond that could potentially be life-threatening, and all of them are done toward the service of Karzug. And after about like 15 minutes have gone by, you get the idea from this inscription that they were in some kind of rush against time because they needed to find something, because there was like some kind of arms race going on between the Rune Lords. And in particular, Karzug was like trying to figure out how to understand the, you look at it, you can't quite understand the word. There's a rune that basically just means rune.
Understand the rune.
And then rune that represents like wells.
The rune wells.
Yeah.
What?
And basically that they are concerned that Sorshan has already figured out one, and they need to up their game if they want to keep up with her.
Sorshan?
Yes.
Hey, Unia.
What? Unia looks up from where they're examining the dead body of one of the Shoanti that died in here.
Do you remember when we were down in that pool where we found Portobello and that nice goblin lady, this Squelch? Yeah. There was some stuff down there in that ruin about Her Radiant Majesty Sorshan. She's mentioned here too. I think she was a Rune Lord, but I don't know what this arms race is.
I'll use.
You do get actually, as you sort of say, I don't know what this arms race is. There is almost like a ticker counter thing that sort of like flips some of the letters, and and the text on the wall reconfigures itself.
Fuck! What'd I do?
And you get that it's now actually moving on to another part of the story, but this one's more heavily encoded, so it's going to take like more time to figure out.
Okay. Give me a little while.
Okay.
Unia would like to make a heal check on the Shawanti who died here to see what they died of.
Sure.
If they died of, being crushed to death by enormous tentacles or something else.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 29.
Let me see if I have 29. The skeletons, they've been here for a very long time.
Yes.
Like, they are skeletons.
Yes.
They
Mostly looking like broken bones, like are there like remains of weapons, like things like that.
they don't seem to have like any broken bones. Obviously, you can't tell if they were like exsanguinated or something.
Yeah.
But you don't see blood stains on the floor,
Okay.
which is probably a good sign.
Okay.
They do have the gear that they have is magical. Damien seems a little bit too obsessed with the identifying of the runes, so I will give Unia.
Yes, they do have detect magic.
Yes.
They do not have any ranks in spellcraft.
It's fairly easy. You're looking at +2 hide armor,
Ah.
a +1 frost earthbreaker.
Ooh.
Actually, wait, no. Crojan would have taken that. Sorry.
A place where a +1 frost earthbreaker would be, if we had one.
Let me double check what Crojan's weapon is, because if that's either, actually, even if it wasn't better, then
No, he totally
he
would
would
have
take
taken
it for
it.
his tribe. Okay, so there you see a line in the dust where it looks like an earthbreaker was sitting, and a +1 returning totem spear.
Ooh.
A totem spear is a 6-pound exotic two-handed melee weapon that deals piercing or slashing damage. Character proficient with the totem spear can use the holes on the spear's shovel-like head to create eerie whistling music with perform wind instrument. They actually, you would have seen that the Sklarqua Thundercallers had the same kind of spears.
Oh shit. Are these dead Sklarqua?
It's hard to tell.
Yeah. Unia will sort of gather up some of the stuff off of these folks and head out to Truth Speaker Akram. Hello.
Hello.
I have found some...
Sorry, Akram would be in the room with you, actually.
Oh, and they'll sort of hand them over to Truth Speaker Akram. What should we do with these? Should we give these bodies a proper burial?
Yes, it would probably be appropriate.
I do not want them to rise as undead.
Their remains would need to be taken back to the Callowbounds.
Yes,
I don't know if you're prepared to make that journey,
that is quite a journey.
but it is right.
We could... Yes. Would you recommend we do that?
I make no recommendation. The decision is yours.
Well, I do not want to leave them here. That seems wrong. At the same time, Crojan do not seem very interested in removing them and putting them in their proper place either, but he was also not as aware.
He is something of a dare chaser.
A what?
Dare chaser? Do you not have those?
Oh, a thrill seeker?
Yes.
Yes.
I can't imagine he was particularly interested in anything other than a better weapon for himself.
Yes. It seems very inappropriate for these bodies to remain trapped here in this place.
The decision is yours.
I will talk to the others.
Okay. So this rune thing.
Yes.
Damien, you are studying these runes. It's taken a lot of work. The rest of you, I don't know what you guys are doing, but Damien seems intent on like working through like at least like the next few hours. It's going to take a long time because basically every time he starts to decrypt one thing, something new comes up. And he's sort of like writing down things to try and figure out like which symbols are coming up in rotation, seeing if he can correlate with something that was showing up like a couple minutes ago. Yeah, it seems that like the more you read, the more you're like, oh shit, no, this is really important. If I can figure this out, I'll have the answer to basically everything.
Ophelia also knows Thessalonian. After she's done talking to Trinia, would she be able to go in and help?
Yeah, you could help. Give me a linguistics check.
All right. Here, I'll also bring Trinia in.
I don't think Trinia does not speak Thessalonian.
No. Ooh. Oh, that is a good roll, Ophelia. Oh, I don't actually have any ranks in linguistics, but I do speak Thessalonian. That's a 16. And if it's just an int check, that's an 18.
Okay. So you start helping Damien out, and you sort of like immediately pick up on, like, you don't know exactly what's going on, but you're able to like point out to Damien a couple phrases that are popping up again and again. You see Karzug a lot of places. At one point you do see the name Sorshan roll by again, but it doesn't seem to be in any context. So now Damien and Ophelia are working on that.
Yes.
About 6 hours go by. You guys came in like in the morning, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, things seem to be going, like Damien and Ophelia seem to be making progress on this. I don't know if you guys want to do like anything else while they're working on it. They seem pretty intent on sticking with it.
I think Lenore would sort of just like to sweep the area and make sure there's nobody else or nothing else in here, while her see invisibility is up, because that'll go away again.
Yep. You don't see anything else with invisibility. It seems that the place is now quite deserted.
All right. And Lenore would like to check the door mechanism and make sure it isn't one of the ones that just slams shut. She's not exactly sure what that looks like, but she wants to try and make sure that that's not a thing that's going to happen.
Yeah, it's kind of a case where I believe you press the button and it raises up, and then after a time it goes back down.
Okay. I think Lenore is going to keep pushing the button to keep the door open.
Yeah. And yeah, I'll be on here. There's just a empty chamber of black stone with red crystals in it, shimmering text written in Thessalonian.
Well, actually, would I be able to... I suppose there's not a knowledge geology, but would I be able to make some sort of check to see what the deal is with the black stone with little red crystals in it?
Yeah, you could. That would be, I believe, a knowledge nature.
Knowledge
geology is part of nature.
Okay. I'll have Trinia do that. She's sort of... Ooh, a 31.
Yeah, it's probably, it's, actually, I don't know if, I don't really have this information, so I was just saying, it seems like this is, like, some fine, like, black stone that was probably, quarried somewhere in the Mindspin Mountains. Yanderhof is known for something similar.
Okay.
Like, that's actually where a lot of the, stone that makes up the black buildings of Korvosa were quarried in Yanderhof and then taken there. So it's kind of similar to that.
Okay.
But this one's it looks probably more like volcanic. That because the crystals look like it's something to do with, I don't know, like igneous rock of some kind.
Yeah. Okay. So it's imported.
Oh yeah. Probably from quite a long way away.
And I mean, as Lenore is looking around, she would try and like quietly shift around the rubble a little bit. Does it look like there's anything on the other side, or is it just like a lot of rubble?
Do you want to give me a strength check?
Yeah. Strong. Can I rage strength check?
If you want, yeah.
You know what? That'll make her fatigued for a minute. Let's not do that. Regular strength check. That is a 21.
21. Yeah, you managed to dislodge a stone, and like almost as soon as you dislodge it, there's just this of rumbling stones just toppling down from somewhere above. Like there's probably a room filled with rubble above, and by dislodging this one, you've let loose a whole bunch.
Damien runs out in a panic.
No, he doesn't.
No? Oh no.
Damien, you're still in the room. Okay. Damien, you need to study this thing.
Unia comes out. What was that? Sorry. No more noise. Come in here.
And Unia.
Yes.
Through one of the portholes, actually, you wouldn't see this because it wouldn't be too far down from your angle. I know, with your dark vision, you see the surface of the water just ripple at the sound of the falling stone.
No more. Very quietly walks back into the room. I made a mistake. I'm not doing it again. I'm sorry. Everybody sort of holds their breath.
Damien and Ophelia, you think you've probably got the sequence at this point. It's just a matter of like documenting every rotation that the runes make. But it's a lot of text. Like we're talking like chapters worth of stuff.
Oh god.
And once you can get the sequence right, you'll probably be able to, put it all together and like figure out what this whole story is about. But it's gonna take you a little longer. Probably going into the night. You're documenting this by, I'd say,
everybody passes around the sustaining spoon.
Yeah. The rest of you, I don't know, just sort of chill.
Yeah, play cards or something.
Okay. As Damien and Ophelia are continuing to do this, and you said you'd pass around the sustaining spoon?
Yes.
Who's handing it off to Ophelia and Damien?
Lenore, or I suppose Trinia will go over to hand it off.
And basically as you go to like give Ophelia food, she's like, wait, no. We've almost got a breakthrough here. Let me focus for a sec.
Oh, Lenore's gonna wave her hand.
And she sort of like
Damien's
starts writing
face.
more. And Damien like cranes his neck around you.
Unia would like to make
their eyes are at this point kind of bloodshot from having stared at this text for so long.
Unia would like to make a heal check. That's a 29. Are they being like, do they seem to be like magically compelled?
29?
Yeah.
Oh, with a heal check, you don't really know.
Oh.
They seem physically fine. They look a little bit tired, but
what sort of check would I make to see if they're being magically compelled?
That'd be detect magic plus spellcraft.
Okay, Unia doesn't have any spellcraft ranks. Does Trinia have spellcraft?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yes. Trinia has a +8 to spellcraft.
Okay. So Trinia puts up detect magic.
Yeah.
And she like looks at them and she's like, I mean, they've got magic on them, but like they always have magic, right? She's like, and it's getting kind of late. You want to take maybe like a break?
No, hold on. We've almost got it.
Yeah. Damien's just kind of like, yeah. I think we've got the last Wait, no. This is a new rotation.
Fuck.
Hold on. Let me write this down.
Yeah. Does anybody else think they're acting weird? Yes. Ophelia?
She's sort of immersed in her notes.
Did you notice your legs have turned back into a tail?
Yeah, it's fine. I'm just sitting here. It's okay.
Yes, they're definitely acting weird. Can you help me get Ophelia into her chair? Yeah.
No, just let me focus.
Yeah, we're just gonna pick you up. You can keep looking at the wall.
She's just like staring at the wall and like writing notes, and she looks over at Damien like, oh wait, did you get that? It's like Damien's like, oh no, I didn't get that.
I'm beginning to get the impression that I know what killed the people who were first in here. They stared at these walls until they died. Do we have any spare bags? Like just sacks of some sort? Lenore's gonna pull like some cloth or like a bag or something out of her out of the backpack, and try to put it over Damien's head.
Give me a combat maneuver check.
Yes.
Because as you start to do it, Damien actually starts to like fight back against you to try and get past so that he can keep reading.
Okay.
It's like no, I almost got it.
BAB plus strength.
Yes.
Okay, that is fucking good. 28 plus strength. That is a 34, which easily overcomes Damien's.
Yeah. So you managed to sort of like rip Damien away from it and put the bag over his head. And he's like struggling against you, trying to get back to it.
I need to find out what it says. Fuck you.
And Damien, you can make a will save.
Yes. Do I get a +4 because of the Thrallkeepers mark?
Yes, you do.
Okay. That is a 25.
Damien, you suddenly realize that you've been writing, and you go like Lenore, as Lenore's pulling you away. You're like, wait, I haven't figured out anything about this yet.
Wait, what?
Like you really thought you were close to a breakthrough like a second ago, but you're like,
There's... God, I feel like I've been sucking on a sock. Ugh. Somebody have some water?
Ophelia's still doing it.
Okay. Unia is gonna sort of lead Damien away from the wall. And Lenore's gonna try to get Ophelia next. It's going to be a little bit harder. All right. So we got a +17 to combat maneuver. So I have to roll a 9 or higher to beat her CMD. And I rolled a natural 1.
Okay.
So
You're not able to get Ophelia. Like Ophelia basically basically free of you pretty effectively. And she's starts frantically writing even faster now because it seems like she's aware that you guys are trying to stop her.
Unia has protection from evil communal prep today. They're going to cast protection from evil on Ophelia.
Okay.
Does that allow Ophelia to make a save?
Yes.
All right. Okay. That is with the Thrallkeepers mark, that's a 23.
All right. Just gets it. So as you're doing that, Unia casts a spell on you, and then suddenly you're looking at the line that you were reading, and you go, basically, wait, this doesn't make any sense. You look down at your notes, and it's just nonsense.
Oh my god!
You filled up an entire notebook and a half, I think, with just nonsense.
What the hell is this even saying? This is just scribbles. What? Ophelia looks around. Oh, I'm really tired.
Yeah, you are at least fatigued right now.
Yeah.
From having done this for this long.
When did I get in my chair? When did my legs turn back? Oh God, we should get out of here. I don't like this at all. Let's go. I don't like it in here. Nope.
Okay. Yeah. You're still out in the main room. The placid black liquid below has grown still again.
Don't look at any of the script on the walls. Just let's just get out of here. I need to see the outside. I'm starting to feel really claustrophobic.
What is Lenore's CMB plus 20?
CMB plus 20? 37.
Okay, then the Red Mantis cannot escape your grasp or your ropes. So you carry the Red Mantis out, pouting.
Yeah.
Actually. Actually, wait. So you start to leave the room, yeah?
Yeah.
Not looking at any of the text or anything?
No, I think while Ophelia and Damien have been working, Unia has talked to Lenore and Trinia, who are both okay with, at least taking the bodies out of here.
Okay.
And so we've put them in the bag.
Right. So as you're crossing, which route are you taking?
We're gonna head back south again.
Around the edges?
Around the edges.
Okay. As you do that, the Red Mantis starts squirming, and then he starts just howling and like letting out like these screams.
Oh, we're gonna gag that motherfucker. If we didn't have him gagged already, he's fucking gagged now.
And as he does it, you do feel like a rumble through the ground.
Oh my God, shut the fuck up.
You give me a combat maneuver to put the gag on him.
All right.
It's gonna be hard for him to resist, but you know.
That's a 25.
Yeah, he's sort of squirming around and still making noise.
Oh my God, shut the fuck up.
Like he probably like bites at you one time.
Ow! Little shit.
And he keeps yelling and just going, hey you in the pool.
Shut the fuck up.
The rumbling grows louder.
We're gonna start hurrying. Lenore's gonna try to gag him again.
Okay, give me another combat maneuver.
God damn it! It's 25 again.
All right, and he keeps yelling. How many of you are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 if you count the Red Mantis with you. So, yeah, he's still yelling. And we're running. Right.
I'm gonna try again.
Right.
Oh wait, can I redo these checks because they with hero points?
Yes, you can spend hero points to redo grapple checks.
All right. Here we go. Yep, I'm gonna spend a hero point. Okay, that's a 27. Is that sufficient?
Yes. Okay. You get the gag on him.
Lenore feels the strength of the harrow course through her as she spends another harrow point.
That's 10 points. Another 7. All right, you guys continue running.
Well, now that he's shut up, we'll slow down.
Okay.
And try to move more carefully.
Okay. And as you slow down, the rumbling sort of quiets.
Little asshole. I hate you so much. We have to go out now, so we're gonna go out around the pool.
Yep.
Carefully.
It seems the rumbling has died down.
Carefully. Tease it.
Yep. And as you get to the entrance, again, the giant stone block is lowered, but as you approach it, it just raises up silently again.
Thank goodness for the silent opening feature.
Yes.
Imagine it makes like a big garage door noise. It goes, could you?
Yes. But in this case, it is completely silent.
Thank goodness.
A 20 by 20 stone block that just rises up silently into the space above.
Rise of the stone doors. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
And we will very, very gingerly file out of the horrible, horrible Acropolis. Oh my god. Can Damien make like a retroactive spellcraft check to figure out what the fuck was the deal with that room?
Yeah, you can.
All right.
As you make camp for the night and sort of like reflect on the things that you have done for the day.
Yes, everything I have seen and done. That is a 30.
Reflect on what you have learned.
Yes, a 33.
Yeah, that was just good old suggestion.
Oh my god. What the fucking suggestion? Fucking suggestion is gonna be the fucking death of me. God. Rain was just listening last night to the deal in the burning temple of Eridan, where I had 2 different members of my party get up and start leaving the fight because the imps told them to go. Yep. And I'm just like,
suggestion's really powerful as long as the thing is reasonable.
Yeah.
And Damien came here to read text, and here's some text going, hey, read this text.
Yeah, and Ophelia came in to help him.
Damien and Ophelia are super fucking hungry right now and really thirsty.
Good thing we have plenty of rations and also the sustaining spoon.
It's like really spicy.
It's really spicy. Do you need Ophelia and Damien to make fortitude saves for the spicy food?
Ophelia, yes. Damien, no.
All right, Damien's already succeeded. How do you like spicy food, Ophelia? How do you like it? It feels like your tongue is on fire. You didn't even know it could do that. Oh, hot damn! No pun intended. 25. Ophelia's like, wow, that's delicious. I didn't know my tongue could be set on fire.
Additionally, as you guys rest on what you have learned,
I think, although we do not have, Union does not have, like, Hallow or anything prepared today, they would, watch over the bodies that we've removed from the Acropolis, as we go into the night.
right? You are also level 12.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
So do you want to have like a brief pause and level your characters up and we can continue, or do you just want to keep playing with them at their current level and we'll do it between sessions?
I think we keep playing with them at the current level and we'll do it between sessions.
Yep.
Because I do actually want to take these bodies back to the Catamounts.
Okay.
And I know that'll take a little bit of time.
Okay. So are you going to do that first?
Yes.
Okay. So we took a quick break and now everybody's leveled up.
Yeah.
Or at least they're partially leveled up. We'll go over like the cool stuff next session.
Yes. We
But
have rested and reflected on what we learned, and we have come back to being slightly stronger than we were yesterday.
so I think it's like a 4-day journey by foot.
To the Catamounts. Guiding Star should be able to help us now because Unia knows exactly where it is.
So you guys are carrying this. Red Mantis with you
Yes.
for 4 days of travel.
Yes. We are feeding.
Are you carrying him, or are you like putting a rope around his hands and either dragging or leading him?
Probably the dragging leading is probably going to work better.
Yeah.
Lenore is strong, but I don't know how much this guy weighs.
There's a lot of moving factors in here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna borrow a page out of Delta Green and just roll a luck. So we're just gonna roll a D1 hundo. And we're gonna see if this works or not.
Above 51 or 51 or higher, it works. 50 or lower, it doesn't.
There was no specific reason why he is able to make it free in the 4 days that you spend walking. Now, as I recall, your wand was getting kind of low on endure elements.
Yes. I had 8 charges left. However, Unia is now prepping 2 uses of Endure Elements Communal that they can cast on, like, the 6 of us. I don't think they're going to worry about casting it on Mr. Red Mantis unless he starts getting really sick. But he's also not moving. He's just being carried. So that'll help us, like, with 4 hours in the heat of the day, probably.
And do you like big numbers or small numbers?
I like small numbers.
You like small numbers?
I do like small numbers.
Flipping through pages in my book because you picked the small numbers.
What does that mean?
Means you picked the small numbers.
No, what does that mean? Why are you flipping through the book?
Cinderlands.
No.
What danger is this?
Oh, God.
Oh, there's no danger because it's just a D100 chart.
Okay.
All right. So, for a while, things are fine.
Things are fine. We're all fine. Everything's fine here. How are you?
Okay. And then, the second night.
Oh.
You hear loud noises. So you're kind of close to the Yondabakari River at this point. You hear loud noises quite near where you make camp on the second night.
Okay.
They're going.
Is it in a language?
Does anybody speak giant?
Oh, God. No.
No.
But I think we would ask Truth Speaker Akram to cast tongues.
Okay. Truth Speaker Akram goes, I can do that. And he goes, This whole time, Truth Speaker Akram has taken kind of a fascination in Damien, and he's just sort of like asking him, and when you live in, he's just sort of asking him all these like random questions. And when you live in Corvosa, what are your living quarters like?
Are you talking about my house or?
Do you own a house?
No, Lenore owns a house. We stay there.
An entire house. How big is it?
It's about dimension by dimension. It's
How many people live in this house?
Well, all of us, and sometimes a kid. And
but you don't live there.
I mean, we reside there. I have a dorm room at Thumanexis.
You have 2 rooms that you call your own. What do you do with the other one when you're not living there?
I mean, mostly it just sits and, like, hopefully the food stays fresh, or I remember to throw it out.
Anyway, like, he spends this entire trip asking you these like, really minute questions. Anyway, he casts Comprehend Languages, and he goes, they're shouting numbers.
What numbers?
Different numbers. There's a girl. You hear 7, 4, 6.
You know what the
6 again?
You know what the significance of those are?
No, they just keep shouting them. They seem very, very upset with each other.
Can I make like a knowledge local check?
Yeah, sure. And you hear people yelling numbers in giant.
Yeah, what does that mean? Oh, that's not great, Damien. That's a 22. See if anybody else has knowledge local. Ophelia.
Not really sure.
Ophelia got a holy fuck. Ophelia got a 25.
Trinia.
Oh my god, she has a plus 23 to knowledge local.
It's like, oh yeah, it's like a game that giants play sometimes, where they throw their hands out and like they shout out each one of them holds up a number of fingers on their hand, and then they yell out what they think the total is.
Oh my god.
It's like it's like rock paper scissors kind of.
Ow.
But like,
But
like they usually fight if they don't like the way that the game went.
Okay, so if we stay quiet, they'll fight each other.
Maybe.
And ignore us? Do they want us to play with them?
Do you want to play?
No.
It sounds really fun.
No.
We should play.
No.
But like maybe we should just play.
So help me. If I end up squished on the bottom of a giant's foot, I'm going to haunt the shit out of you.
She looks at Ophelia. Do you want to go talk to the giants?
Yes. Let's go play.
All right. Let me pull these up real quick.
Cut to Unia standing. I think this is a terrible idea.
Okay. So you will get down like the side of this canyon a little bit that goes down into the Yondabakari River, where there's like a little outcropping of rock where there's 2 large giants. They have these big old battle axes leaning against the stone wall, and they're sitting on rocks, basically rocks the size of a small car, and they're
a large boulder the size of a small boulder.
and they're just hunched over, throwing their hands out in front of each other, and you see on like you see this is an actual game, by the way. I did a documentary about it one time. and they're wearing armor, and they're just going like shouting in giant. As you guys are approaching, are you sneaking up or what are you doing?
Well, we want to play, so okay. I think we'd ask Truth Speaker Akram to cast tongues so he can actually speak to them, and then come out saying, "Hello, we are friendly. We want to play."
Yeah. So you come out, revealing your position to them, and one of them goes, "Yeah," and starts to reach for his axe, and Trini goes, 5. She holds out 2 fingers. And one of them throws his hand out, holds out 3 fingers.
Porter store.
And then holds out his other hand and motions for her to give something. That was a bad idea. I kind of just let him win that round.
Why would you do that?
I thought he would do it.
What do we have to give him?
And you see him go,
He's for bet.
Oh, like a gold piece. Does he want a gold piece?
she takes a gold, like, bet? She throws it over and he catches it, holds it. It's very small between his fingers. Like, for you guys, it's roughly the size of like what a $50 would be to us.
Yeah.
But for him, it's he's about double that size. So like it's like holding a dime for him. He's like, and he reaches into a bag, pulls out like a couple coins, lays them out on a rock.
Goes bet.
And holds up a fist. Holds up a hand, kind of gesturing for you to do the same. What you're dealing with, these are like stooped over, very ugly looking giants. They have tusks jutting out the side of their jaw. They're hunched over. Their armor is sort of like slapped together from the bones of what you would gather are probably previous victims. You go, bet. There's probably about 20 gold worth of coins on the table.
Oh my god. I feel like if we proved so can you explain this game to me?
All right, it's really simple. You throw your hand out and you hold up a number of fingers, right? So 1 through 5, right? And your opponent also holds up a number of fingers. In the case of the giants, I think it is still 1 through 5.
All right.
And each of you holds up a number of fingers.
Yes.
And you shout out what you think the added total is going to be. The person who gets closest wins.
Okay. All right.
I think there's more rules in the real game, but we're cutting for time.
Yes. So like if I hold out 4 fingers, and they hold out this, we put our hands out at the same time. So like I hold out 4 fingers and I say 6, and they say a number, and if they hold up 3 fingers and I say 6 and they say 7, they win.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So.
I suppose we'll just roll. Roll 2d5. I guess I'll roll 1d5 to see how many fingers I hold up.
Well, you can choose how many fingers you hold up.
Okay. I would like. Okay.
All right. Daft.
Yes.
Look at me in my eyes.
Okay. I'm looking at you in your eyes. This is Lenore now.
Do.
6.
What'd you hold up?
I held up 3 fingers.
The giant shouts something, which is relayed to you as 8.
All right.
So you win 20 gold.
Oh.
Reaches into the pouch and slaps down a fistful of coins you gather to be about 15. Bet.
We'll take 15 of the coins that we previously won and we'll put them down. I think if we keep being too good at this game, they're gonna kill us.
I'll get a pre-roll my number.
5.
7. What did you say?
I said 5.
and so you want another round?
Ophelia goes, how about you try to lose this time, Lenore? Okay. Let me give myself 15 more gold.
The giant takes his bag and actually upends it. You see like some half-chewed pieces of meat fall out, and takes a skull from his belt and he lays it on the table. Bet.
We'll put down 15 gold again. 20 gold.
No, takes the skull out.
Bet.
We have, like, Unia starts reaching into the back. No, not those skulls! God!
What?
Unia was gonna reach into the back to get out the skulls of one of the corpse. We do technically have skulls, but I don't want to use them.
Points at Lenore. Specifically pointing at Lenore's head.
Bet.
Oh, you want me to bet my head?
Sort of puffs out his cheeks.
Bet.
Okay. Lenore mimes taking off her head and putting it on the pot.
Holds up his fist.
Actually, can I take back the thing where we said that we wanted you to try to lose? I think you have to try to win this one.
Okay. 1, 2.
Wait. Ready?
Yes.
6.
5.
What'd you get?
5. I have one finger up.
And so he has 2 fingers up. and he goes, 6!
5.
Takes the skull and chucks it at you.
Lenore catches it.
Bet.
Takes 2 skulls from his belt. Points at Lenore and Unia.
Bet.
This is quickly getting out of hand. How do we say we don't want to play anymore? Truth Figure Akram, can you tell them that we're taking our winnings and going home?
He just goes,
We are taking our winnings and going home.
and the giants are gonna go.
Bet.
Okay.
And actually, one of them's gonna be reaching for an axe now. Has an axe at the ready.
Okay. Lenore looks at Unia. Unia sighs and mimes taking their head off and putting it on the pot.
And one of them is still holding an axe. Actually takes like a couple steps toward Lenore and Unia and sort of rests the axe on his shoulder.
Alright. Bet.
Points. Yep.
Hey.
Alright. And so he holds up his fist again.
Lenore holds up her fist again.
Hey.
8! What do we do if we both said 8?
Keep.
Okay. No more escalating. Are we done?
They look between each other. Truth Speaker Akram goes, they're saying that you all look delicious and they probably shouldn't let the gold go.
But we've been having so much fun.
And at that, Trinity's gonna go, yeah, wait. And she's just going, wait, watch what I can do. And she goes, and she acts like she's throwing her head. And then she starts miming pulling herself toward where she got the head. And they go, oh, and hold on.
Oh my god.
They start staring at Trinity like, oh, and she just goes, wait, puts her hands up like there's a wall between the two of them. They go, it's like wave a hand in between, and they're like, and she puts her hands up again and goes, and like knocks at the empty space between them. And suddenly the two giants seem like fascinated by this as they just go,
incredible.
They sort of like slump down again, staring at Trinia, and she just goes, guys, you should probably start running now.
And we start
Let's go.
And we start walking
And
backwards.
we're going.
We start
And we're
walking.
going.
And we're leaving. And we're leaving.
And she like, actually I think she has a illusion cantrip that will help with this.
Damien casts major image from the deck as we get closer.
She creates an image of a couch, and she starts stepping down behind the couch.
And we all step
And
behind
then and she looks like she's walking downstairs behind the couch, and then she casts invisibility on herself. And and you see the giants looking at the couch, just going, oh! and as you all are leaving, the giants like act like they're going to pick up the couch and like look under it, but the couch doesn't move. They go, ah! Ah! And as you leave, you hear the sound of raging giants in the background.
So we got like 50 gold out of that and a skull. And a skull. Lenore hands this to Unia. I think we should probably put this in the Calamounts too. Yes, you're probably right. People stop handing me skeletons now.
One of the small car-sized boulders lands about 30 feet away from you guys.
And we're running. Holy shit.
And let me see. While you are traveling, Unia, in your sleep, you are plagued by images of a gold and emerald serpent with golden wings coiling around you. Its head shaped like the 7-pointed star. Basically, each night you dream of this thing coiling around you and constricting you.
Stop it!
And basically, at the moment that you can feel it starting to crush in on you, you wake up, sweating.
Ayrton, save me. What's going on? Can I make some sort of knowledge religion check?
Yeah.
Percy.
Well, you'd recognize the thing is Lasala.
Yeah, but like
what you saw in the globe.
Yes, but what the heck is going on with the dreams? Oh, that's an 18 on die. Unia got a 23.
Okay. It's not uncommon for worshippers of deities to have visions related to specific gods. And maybe it has something to do with you having the symbol on you. But it seems like you have some kind of connection with whatever happened back there.
Nisala, what do you want?
And nothing like more happens at any point. But each night you dream this emerald and golden serpent. Basically, it's gold with a emerald diamond pattern on its back. Yes.
I think we will be asking Thousand Bones about that one.
Yes. And Trinia, over the course of the 4 days, says that her headache is getting worse.
I'd like to have Unia make a heal check on Trinia.
Okay.
And for Damien to do a detect magic spellcraft check on Trinia.
You don't detect any magic specifically around Trinia.
That's a 36 on heal.
Okay. Let me see. Right. Where the fuck is this?
Fucking cursed gems.
Touch nothing but the lamp. Okay.
Uh-oh.
By about the third day, she's just going, God, I can barely keep my eyes open. It's like my head is pounding.
What's wrong?
I don't know what's going on. I just, God. It's like, I don't know, it's like everything, it's like, she sort of like curled up in her bedroll, like, I'm really tired, I don't know if I got it sick or something. You rolled what on heal?
36.
Okay, you would gather that she is currently suffering from 3 points of wisdom damage.
Oh my god.
And a negative level.
What?
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay. So Unia is going to cast Lesser Restoration on the wisdom damage. Healing 2 points of wisdom damage.
Oh my gosh.
Trinia, I wasn't going to tell anybody, but... Unia, you won't tell anybody, will you?
Depends on what it is.
Oh, fine. Might this have something to do with one or more of the things that you took from the...
No, it's definitely not that. I'm definitely fine.
What if we, like, take those things away from you? What if they're, like, affecting your body?
Well, actually, also, Damien, or whoever, give me a spellcraft check.
Oh yes, Damien.
If you can figure out, like, exactly.
Yeah, we call in Damien. That's a 32. It's a 32.
32?
32.
Yeah. You also get that there is, that Trinia's under some kind of curse effect.
Oh, no. Unia, do you have Remove Curse prepared today?
I do.
You should probably cast that, too.
So I will make a caster level check for Remove Curse. I rolled like ass. 19?
19?
Yep.
I don't feel any difference. But Damien, you do gather that the curse does not seem to be in effect right now.
Okay.
Well, it looks like you stopped whatever it is. Now, what's the negative level coming from? What's draining your energy?
I don't know. I've had a headache since we went to the temple. Or the whatever it is. I don't know. Was it the temple? Acropolis?
Trinia,
What?
honey, can you show us everything you got?
It's just these gems, and she puts like a couple. I believe they're like emeralds on there. The emeralds would have come from the northern shrine.
The Chaos Emeralds.
The Chaos Emeralds. Chaos control.
Yes.
And she lays these out. Actually, it's a couple emeralds and sapphires. Which you will remember were on the northern statue. And then she goes, and I got this, and she lays out a whip with a jade handle.
Okay. Damien will We'll try to identify these things.
Sure, give me
if
a
there's any
spellcraft.
magic on them. That is 36.
Actually, I need to look up the DC for identifying a magic weapon.
Yeah.
You gather that this is a +2 axiomatic whip. And it's cursed.
Oh no.
So one, it is an axiomatic whip.
Yes.
The negative, meaning the negative level that Trinia is suffering is probably because she's chaotic and holding an axiomatic weapon.
Oh my god.
Okay, this thing is inimical to your nature. I can't put it any other way.
And-
You can't hold it.
Number 2, each day that you maintain ownership of the whip, you take 1 point of wisdom damage.
Oh my god. And then you can't heal it.
This manifests as vague visions of menacing but indistinct shapes covered with runes, lurking now and then at the edges of the character's vision. And if anytime you are exposed to Thessalonian runes, you take a -6 penalty on all will saving throws.
Holy shit.
Okay, so, the whip is definitely cursed. It's also inimical to your nature. Also, I'm pretty sure, I stress this, we were not supposed to take anything out of the Acropolis of the Thrallkeepers.
But it was pretty. I don't know
Oh
what
my
to
god,
get
it's
for-
literally killing you.
But it was nice, and oh my god. She's laid it on the ground now, and she's like, actually, I feel fine.
See?
I want to check the gems. Are they cursed?
Nope.
Okay.
Gems are just gems.
The gems are fine. You could keep those. We probably should get rid of the whip. Or can we, like, cleanse a curse from it? I can't do that.
You will know, remove curse does not remove the curse from a cursed shield, weapon, suit of armor. However, it allows you to get rid of it.
Okay.
Let's just, can we, like,
Damien uses Mage Hand to pick up the,
Take a negative level.
God!
and he would just like to try to throw it as far away as possible.
Okay. And yeah, you chuck it like 10 feet. It's Mage Hand. It's Mage Hand. What's the range on Mage Hand?
I don't know. Hold on, let me check.
Here, I got it. It's close, so 25 feet plus 5 feet per 2 levels.
It's 55 feet. The mage hand takes it 55 feet away and drops it.
Oh, wait. You take it 55 feet and then propel it 15 feet away.
Yes.
Yes. So a total of 70 feet away from you.
No, forget it exists.
But it was nice.
It's Trinia.
Yeah, I
Sometimes
get it.
nice things actually want to kill you.
Yeah, I'm getting that a lot now.
Like me.
You want to kill me?
Sometimes!
All right. Wait. You will make it back to the Callow Mounds. Unfortunately, losing a +2 axiomatic whip that is cursed. Trinia was really excited because she was like, I'm a bard. I'm going to be able to have a nice whip.
Unfortunately, as we said, it is inimical to her very nature.
Yes. Also, there is no save on the wisdom damage. You
Oh
just
my-
take it for every day that you
Oh my
have
god!
the whip.
Holy shit! And then I suppose you don't heal any of that wisdom damage as long as you're holding on to the
You
whip.
can heal the wisdom damage.
Oh, okay.
In fact, it's one of those cases where, like, you know, if you really wanted an axiomatic whip, you know, just fucking prep lesser restoration each day.
It's the what did Heads Tails call the wand of lesser restoration that they were using when they got Bloodveil? What did they
Lesser restoblasty.
Oh yeah, no, but they called it so, like wand of fix
everything.
Wand of fix everything. Yes,
Fixes everything.
Yes,
And they were using it to stall off
Yes.
Bloodveil.
Yes, we can use wand to fix everything to stall off cursed object.
Anyway, you don't keep your cursed whip.
Oh, I'm sorry, Trinia.
Somebody is going to be very unhappy because the curse lasts until you do a DC 18 remove curse or return the thing to the hand of the statue. So somebody's gonna have no fucking clue what this thing is.
I mean, Damien will say that, and then Unia will roll their eyes and put the whip in the bag so that we can return it.
You take 1 point of wisdom damage.
Ow! The worst.
By the time you reach the village, you've taken another point of wisdom damage.
God! Ah!
As you are menaced by indistinct shapes covered in runes lurking at the edge of your vision.
Unia casts remove curse on himself.
Roll me a caster level check.
I'm doing it. I rolled a natural 1.
You're still cursed.
Hold on. I also have break enchantment prepared today. That'll will that do it?
You can try.
That's a 27. So
Yeah.
it
Okay.
works that time.
You break the effect.
They're very grumpy today.
Now, as long as you don't put it down and pick it back up,
Yes.
you will not be cursed.
Yes.
Or you could sell it.
Hey, it's a completely normal +2 axiomatic whip. With a nice jade handle. Very fancy.
Okay. I think there we will call it for now.
All right. We made it
As you
back to
get
the
back to the Callow
Calamounts.
Mounds and you can discuss things with Thousand Bones. As Unia is plagued by both nightmares of a golden serpent with wings and a Sihedron face, and shapes lurking at the edge of their vision that seem to indicate some sort of doom for you.
The things I do for all of you. Next time on Curse of the Crimson Throne.
Don't pick up things without checking if they're cursed or not. Don't do it. Even if they're shiny. No, especially if they're shiny. Please. This has been a PSA. To Have and to Roll is produced by David Clark and Katie Duckshire. The Pathfinder RPG and the Curse of the Crimson Throne Adventure Path are property of Paizo and are used in accordance with their community use policy. This session featured music from Michael Ghelfi Audio. See the description for a full track list. Sound effects were produced by Syrinscape. You can find more sound effects for your own tabletop games over at Syrinscape.com. We are still, for now, on Twitter at To Have and to Roll, although our support for the platform is being phased out at the moment. Instead, we are also now on BlueSky at To Have and to Roll, if you'd like to find us there, and also on Mastadon at To Have and to Roll on the dice.camp subsection. We are also on Tumblr, tohaveandtoroll.tumblr.com. We will be back again in 2 weeks as the Cover of Night regroup and consult Thousand Bones on their next move as they continue their feats of daring do next time. Bye!
Let me check his Intimidate DC. Oh, do I have it set as half hit dice?
Oh, like for a spell DC?
Yeah. Let me check my macro. It might explain why it's always been so easy to intimidate everybody.
No.
I do have it like that.
No.
Well, that's wrong. And so we're going to fix it. Double check, make sure. It's 10 plus the target's hit dice plus the target's wisdom modifier. Okay, yep. I've just learned I've been doing something wrong for a very long time. Hey, guess what? That's how Pathfinder works.
Yeah. Also, probably aided by the fact that I don't do Intimidate very often.
Stronger than yesterday. Hashtag Brittany Freed. This will be like a year old now.
You're like, what?
Oh, God, I hope nothing fucking happens between now and then.
Jesus.
This is one of my favorite sections of the book, actually, because it's one of those times where the book literally tells you to be a bastard. Right.
So you secretly rolled the checks?
Let me read you from the book what's going on here.
Oh, absolutely. Go for it.
The glyphs compel any who begin to read and comprehend them to refrain from any other activity until she has finished reading and makes sense of the entire text. Characters who do not understand Thessalonian cannot be affected by this trap. This task is impossible since portion of the text have already been studied, change and alter themselves slightly to create different nonsense meanings that nonetheless seem incredibly important while they are being studied. To simulate the full extent of the trap's allure, GMs are encouraged to hoodwink players into having their PCs read the text for as long as possible before even requiring a saving throw. For example, should a player ask how long it takes the PC to decipher the script, answer approximately 5 minutes. After the time expires, explain that the PC is almost done, but the writing is denser than anticipated. So deciphering it requires perhaps an additional 15 minutes of work. After that time passes, explain the first line of text is now complete, but there are 5 more that need to be read in order to piece together all the information from the first. This takes just 6 maybe 7 hours. Only when a player has caught on and insists on tearing his PC away, should you have that character attempt a will save. A character that fails becomes obsessed with the carvings and finds that she cannot stop reading. I like that the theoretical player here is gender fluid and changes gender between sentences here. A new save can be attempted each day to pull away.
Oh my god.
But each save comes with a cumulative -2 penalty to escape.
Oh my god.
A character who is not under the influence of the eternal glyphs can manually drag an entranced ally out of the room, at which point she recovers immediately. But a character under the glyph's influence resists such an act. So a successful grapple check is needed to save her in this manner.
The eternal glyphs?
Yes, that is the name of the trap, the eternal glyphs.
So we've removed the bodies, presumably of the folks who last died in there trying to decipher the glyphs.
The people, I'll tell you out of character, the people who died there died of dehydration.
Oh my
because
god.
They could read Thessalonian.
And they stopped eating and drinking and they died of thirst first. My god.